Hey everybody, this is Colleen, Stitching with the Sisterlies, and I'm here for some updates, basically whips and haul. So I have some three works in progress to show you in cross stitch, one in quilting, a bunch of haul in quilting and cross stitch, giveaway, plans, and the Fat Quarter Shop. So what is it? So sam so sampler. So Sam's box. I know what I'm talking about. So I did finish for a customer another Raven quilt by Blackbird Designs, and that is getting mailed off. And that's about the only finish I have done. I'm still working on the vice versa. I have 10 blocks done on that. Let's see what else. I think that's about it. Nothing real exciting going on. My Cole's coming out. Cole and Saya, my grandson, are coming out. I think March 16th. And so I'll get to see them. I think Saya will be here for a week, but then he has college and work he has to get back to. Cole will be here a little longer, so I'm excited for that. Okay, let's go. Let's just get on with what I have been stitching. This is Stacy Nash, the Big Blue House drum. Did I write down here? Yes. And this I'm doing on 40 count Lakeside linen. And the name of it is Vintage Light Exemplar. And I'm using the called for threads, Classic Color Works and Weeks Dye Works, which is these. And I have finished the top part, this part here. Getting ready to work on the house. In fact, did I get part of the, yeah, I got the roof in. So I finished the total top part and I got the roof in. And again, this is Lakeside Linen, 40 count Vintage Light Exemplar. So that's my progress on that. And I'm going to put things back in their project bags as I go. Otherwise, you know, I will get things mixed up, which I have mostly threads is what I get mixed up. Okay, so there's that. Lincoln's underneath me on the in his bed. He likes to sleep under things. The other thing I'm stitching is We the People, the preamble to the Constitution, not the Declaration of Independence like I've been saying. And remember how I said this is so wordy? It's actually only 52 words. But it took me like 2 years to get the words in. And I did complete the words. And this is being stitched on, what's it being stitched on? Called for threads. Where it's 36 count. I I'm so prepared. What am I stitching this on? To do. I know I cut. Where did I put? I had a huge piece of linen. I know it's a 36. I think it is. Oh, Vintage Country Mocha. And here are the words. So I have all of those in, ready to start on the drapes or curtains and leaves and the signing or the writing. So we have that done. And then the one I'm going to work on after this is, I think it's Betsy. Yeah, Betsy Wells. I have no idea why. I'm so patriotic. I'm not extremely happy right now, but it's my country too, I guess. So I better put this back in there too. I stitch in hand, regardless of how big the linen is. I stitch in hand so one side gets kind of squished in there until I get it framed. Okay, and then my third one is by the Resting Eagle, and it's Ask Not. And I am using the called for floss, which is all gentle arts. And this is 36 done on 36 count R&R winter brew. And I have all the words done, which I think I showed you before. And I'm working on one of the houses. Can you see that? So that one's enjoyable. Hopefully I'll have a finish with this one um, the next time I come on. Let me take a sip of water. For some reason, I don't talk much because there's just me and Lincoln. And with Lincoln, it's like you need to go pot pot or something like that. Or treat, that's it. Oops, I shouldn't have said that. Hmm, that has to go in there too. Okay, for quilting wise, I have been doing the vice versa quilt with that quarter shop. I'll put links in below of that, the pattern and the fabric required for it. I also ordered from Olivia B. the Midnight Silhouette, and I need 22 of these stars. And so I have, I think, four more sets. So I've got these. So I think I'm doing three of each, three of those. I'm doing this on flannel, wool flannel, greens, kind of like turquoise, some tans, and some cheddar or pumpkin, whichever you prefer to call it. And then I ordered some. This is going to be for this big old moon, which is huge. It's kind of coming off green, but it's not. It's kind of a mellow yellow. And the background is going to be this. If you could see that, it's just black. It's black on black. So there's that. I think I'll get back to that today. Make more of those stars. And this is by Blackbird Designs, and it would complement the Raven really well. Midnight Silhouette. Um, so that is all of my widths. Now I will do, oh, let me show you what I'm going to do. I haven't got it yet. I'll put a link in here. In fact, I'll post a picture of Annie B's Folk Arts Patriotic Pairs because I just love them. And they're done in there's three different pairs, red, white, and blue, of course. So the red that I'm going to be using is Cardinal by B Stitch Me, and it's 36 count for the red pair. The blue pair it's a mystery, 36 count by B Stitch Me. And the white pair is Sand Dollar by B Stitch Me 36 count. So I'm all ready for the pair. I just have to get it. It's a new release at from Nashville Needle Market Show. Um, from the Fat Quarter Shop, I got this is the backing for a quilt I'm gonna make, I think called Independence. So I got some backing, and I'll link below what it is. It just goes with the quilt I'm gonna make. I'll show you in a moment. Put that there or there, wherever it falls. I got this is by Carolyn Needle Arts, and I got Liberty tiny tags. So I'll be stitching on that. Let's put that with the stitching. At Fat Quarter Shop, I also got this is by I don't know who it's by. I'll have to link it below. Boy, this is bad. Don't have any. Oh, J. Wecker Frisch. I should have known. And this is a panel, and it is Betsy Ross. So that is adorable. And I'll figure out, probably put stars as the borders around the panel. And the backing set I'll put in this. This is quilt kit called, is it called Liberty or is it, oh, here it is. It's American by Bluebird Patterns. It's American Independence Block of the Month. And it comes with the panel, and then so like this is in the panel, and the four corners are in the panel, and then you piece the other ones. And I got the kit, and it came in a box, a cool box, Liberty, and I'll link this below if anyone's interested. And in the box is the full kit. I think at Fat Quarter Shop it was 159 or something like that, $160. And I'll show you some of the fabrics. Here's the panel. And I bought an extra panel too in case I wanted to put one on my Etsy shop. And that's what that backing is going to be for. So, upside down. The eagle's upside down. Kind of. No, I'm kidding. I joke. I digress. So we have the USS Constitution flagship. We have Liberty. We have the Eagle. Hope you could see this. And then we have, and so I'll be cutting these out. The Bennington flag and the Independent Congress of July 4th, 1776. That's the Constitution. So there's the Bennington flag and then the Constitution. Can't really see. There you go. So that is the panel that you're going to use to make this quilt. Let me show you some of these fabrics. They're cool. Put all this back. Here are some drums. You know, Revolutionary War drums. Well, it is blowing it out. Maps. What else? There's maps. Flags. mustard flags. So that's a Boston or Bunkers Hill in Boston. That's what this fabric was. Mm. It's all patriotic stuff. All thumbs. Here's some more of the flags. Flags in a circle. Or stars in a circle, I mean. Okay, so there is the layer cake fabrics. The 5-inch one. Then there's some, are these separate ones or just, so here, this is pretty Bunkers Hill. This is all in blue. And then we have some in cream. I can do this without some light blue. And the background fabric is this. So let me put all this back in here. And then remember my backing is this for this quilt in the pattern. And I'll link this below, the American Independence Block of the Month and Bluebird by Bluebird Designs. Then I forgot. I think Riley Blake put that out. Over here, go over here. I got this really cute tin. This is my back, like my back by Riley Blake. And it's represents the independence line that I was just doing. And inside are just wonder clips of red, blue, and clear. So white, red, white, and blue clips. So I thought that was cute. So I picked it up. Let me show you some happy mail. My oldest son, James, um, got me this really cool spool table, which it's got a big old needle and a light. And I showed it a couple of videos ago. And then he got me these, and I'll list it below. It's from Yetch. And he got me 4 button coasters. And it's a Simone Giertz creation. These are so well done. So they're big old buttons, coasters, and then there's 4 of them. So he got me those. Thank you, James. Am I forgetting anything other than over here? What is this? What is this? Oh, I know what this is. I do have another one that I got. This is also from the Fat Quarter Shop. This is a doll I'm going to make, which I haven't got to. It's an Uncle Sam panel. And Uncle Sam, back in World War II, was used as a propaganda tool to get men to join the military's branches. And so, I don't know if you can see this. So it's just a bunch of pieces. There's the back of him. There's the back of his jacket. Here's the front of him. So anyway, I'm gonna make this doll and put it up on the shelves. But anyway, that's was the other. So everything's patriotic. All right, except for this, what I'm going to show you next. This is not patriotic. This is Farmyard Friends. I'm going to be doing a quilt along with, I'm going to have to stand up, sorry, because I have to get this. That quarter shop. And it's called Farmyard Friends, and it starts in April. And let's see, they sent me the foundation paper set because some of the blocks use foundation paper piecing. I guess I can see what's in there. I can show you what's in there. You don't have to do a foundation paper piecing. You can do regular piecing. So there are 1¼ inch half square triangle paper, 4½ half square triangle paper, 2½ inch square and a square, 1¼ by 2½ inch flying geese, and 2½ by 5 inch flying geese. And I like using, like I even use them in these stars. I use the 2½ by 4½ or something finished um flying geese paper because it just I don't have I just follow the lines and they come out perfect. None of my stars get, folded into the seams. This is the quilt I'll be doing. It's Farmyard Friends by Lori Holt of Be in My Bonnet. And that's what I'm going to be making. And I got the kit. So here's all the fabrics or some of the fabrics for the kit. And here's the rest. The glare, the glare, the glare. So she's going to be, what does she finish at? So it has a chicken, a sheep, a pig, and a cow. And finished size is 68½ by 81½. So hopefully some of you are also going to be doing that quilt. In fact, it's a part of a giveaway. Fat Quarter Shop sent some giveaways. And I've included the Farmyard Friends, this is the quilt pattern. Lists all the fabrics that you need, but Fat Quarter Shop also sells the kit online, and I'll link that below. Also, these are all quilting giveaways. They didn't send me any cross stitch ones, at least not yet. This is Bird Song. It's so cute. By Lori Holt of Be in My Bonnet. That is cute. And this one finishes at 74½ by 98½. I love her borders. I love how she does the cool things. And they're not hard at all. And this is also by Lori Holt of Be in My Bonnet, and this is Simply Sweet. And it finishes at 82½ by 90½. So those are the giveaways. So if you would like these, I'm going to send them all together. No, I'll do it separately. You guys might not want all of them. So for Farmyard Friends, say Farmyard in the comments below. For Birdsong, say bird song. For simply sweet, say sweet. Oh, my battery's running low. Hold on, let me pause so I could plug you in. Actually, we got a little time. The last thing I have to show you is the So Sampler for, I believe this is March. Nope, February. So the February So Sampler, Milk and Meadows. And where is what is this thing? Let me show you what they sent us. A butter churn farmer's daughter stack, junior stack, and it's stacker. Value is $24.98. It's a fat layer or a layer cake. It's a layer cake, it's nothing fat about it. Value's at $24.98. There is some 6-inch vintage Milkmaid Star block foundation paper piecing, and this retails at $13.98. Must need this for this quilt. A Creative Grids 1.5 by 2.5 inch ruler. Values at $9.49. The Butter Churn Table Runner pattern by Lori Holt. It values for $9.98. The Flowering Block 11 Quilt Along by Fat Quarter Shop. And, oh, sorry. And you can find this month's flowering quilt block is ready to bloom. If you've missed one or all of the flowering block patterns are available at the Fat Quarter Shop. Okay, and Olfa 45 millimeter rotary endurance rotary blade. These last a long time. The value is $13.48. So that's what was in the. I'll list below also in the information that how much this retails for. I think it's 24 something at Fat Quarter Shop, plus shipping and taxes and stuff like that. But I'll list it below in case you wanted to sign up for. They come out monthly. And that's all I got. So I think I finished before I ran out of battery. So I can get this uploaded, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.